Fighter is finally out, and I have a lot to say about that. Number one, is it exactly same like the other old Bollywood movies like Gadar or Sher Shah and stuff like that, where they actually use the army and were used there for patriotism, and then the movie is completely different? No, they actually tried to put in the effort. Like Siddharth Anand literally paid so much attention to detail, and the movie was solely focused on Air Force and like the army and stuff like that. And I would say the love story part was about, I don't know, like 6 to 7%. So it was good to see that they actually used the whole like army and patriotism in the movie, and it was just not like a cheap act to just sell out the movie and sell out the tickets kind of thing. Number two, again, like I just mentioned, Siddharth Anand, the way he paid attention to details, whether it was like their uniforms, the aircraft, even like the little badges and the color scheme, the colorways on their badges, absolutely crazy. Like, I feel like Siddharth Anand, I've heard it from so many people, कि वो जब movie बनाते हैं, it's like the standard of like a Hollywood film, and he actually proved it through the VFX effects. You guys, everyone when they watched the trailer, they were like, oh, like this looks like a video game. I don't know if it's going to turn out any good and stuff like that. Lekin jab aap movie dekhoge, you'll be like blown away, because not only were the VFX effects good, but again, attention to detail. Jo aircrafts, because I googled it after, jo aircraft use hote hain in actual Indian army, like the Air Force, wo exact aircraft, like their numbers and stuff were used in the movie, which kind of gave a lot of like, oh my god, like they're actually using that. But obviously it was just like the VFX effects, so that was a really, really, really good. Number four, a lot of people are gonna say that no, ye Top Gun Maverick की copy and stuff like that. One thing we need to realize that those Hollywood movies, they have like budget of millions. Like, I don't think that we had the same budget for this movie, Fighter, but the way they executed the whole movie, sure, you can say it's inspired by Top Gun, but I wouldn't, like, I would disagree, and I would say it's totally not a copy of it. It's more like inspired by it, and with like all the Indian emotions and the songs and the love story and stuff like that. It makes it completely different. Number four, Hrithik Roshan, Anil Kapoor, and Deepika absolutely killed it. And then the one thing I really liked is Hrithik Roshan wasn't like just the main hero. It wasn't just Hrithik Roshan being like the plotter and he killed everybody and he's the one rescuing everybody. लेकिन सबका एक role है movie में, and सब अपना काम कर रही है, which is really good, because it's not, we're not just like, oh yeah, he's the hero, like he's just gonna do everything, not the same old lame stuff, you know. Other thing, the emotions in the film, the emotions, like you see the love story again. It's not a huge part of the movie, like I would say again 6 to 7%, but we see like Hrithik Roshan being in love, we see him being goofy, we see him being funny, then we see him being like having the effects of PTSD of the war. So all these emotions really like tied up the film together. Huge, huge, huge shout out to Siddharth Anand, because he absolutely killed it. Then comes the villain of the movie, Rishabh. His looks were doing it all for him, literally, but his acting, even though he had like a little bit of screen time, he made such a huge impact on the film. And just the way he acted and like his aura in the film, like that was so, so, so well executed. It was absolutely crazy. The last thing which I would say that maybe we shouldn't have done in the film, because if you think about it and if you just like sit and are trying to find the mistakes, you're not going to find a tiniest piece of mistake in that film, because it was, again, very, very well shot, and kudos to Siddharth Anand. But I feel like we could have maybe changed the story a little bit, and it should have, like, ये same India Pakistan लड़ाई वाला नहीं होना चाहिए था. Like, what if they did something different? Because I feel like whenever there's a movie and there's a whole thing about India-Pakistan war, we are sitting there like, oh, we already know what the end is going to be. Like, obviously India's gonna win, and then they're going to be heroes and this and that. So I feel like अगर वो concept थोड़ा सा change हो जाता and they did something different, that would have been a really interesting movie, because we would have been thinking like, okay, like what's the end gonna be like, what the climax is gonna be like, kind of thing. So overall, honestly, it was a great movie. I would absolutely recommend to watch it, but I would say it's a 9 out of 10 just because of the whole concept of like the same storyline about India-Pakistan war. But hey, if you are still debating if I should go watch the movie, I'd say absolutely go ahead, because it was, again, very, very well shot and very well executed. Again, just the India-Pakistan thing was a little, but overall, great movie. If you guys have already watched the movie, let me know what was your favorite part and what would you like to rate the movie out of 10, because I feel like everyone's going to have a very different rating and a lot of people might disagree with me that, oh, why are you hitting on the concept of like India, Pakistan? But we'll see. Anyways, that is it for today's video, guys. Make sure to like the video, comment down below what you guys want to see next. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my socials for more updates. But until then, it's your girl AP and I'll see you guys next time.